first time I homebrewed, the very first time in our house, I had the kit on the stove and I'm boiling down the malt and everything, and my daughters and my wife's going, boy, the house smells so good. Then I added the hops, ran them out of the house. They did not like the bitter smell of the hops, and I'm thinking, man, this smells good to me.
I want him to be happy at what he does. He was happy in his other job, but he's really, really happy doing this. It's something that he has a passion for.
We have no beer in bottles. We'll be bottling in a couple of days. So if you want to drink beer at the brewery, you got to go in here and pull it off the bright tank. And hopefully it doesn't spray everywhere. The craft beer is a beer that is not brewed to make profit. I mean, you're not putting cheap ingredients in it. You're not trying with the lowest amount of alcohol. You're trying to make a beer that is by style a beer in its class. As a craft brewer, you're trying to replicate these rich beers that have history in it. But even beyond that, a lot of the craft brewers, including us, you're going outside of the style guidelines and making unique beers. I mean, I love coming out here and I hear chickens in the morning and roosters crowing, and I hear horses that whinny. And when people drive out to the brewery, the last 0.6 miles is on a dirt road, and that's part of the experience. And we just enjoy being out in the middle of nowhere. We had our very first tour. We had about a third of the people showed up on four-wheelers and golf carts. You can't do that in the city.
So how many acres do you have here again?
Just 5.
5.
One thing we actually, all the employees, it's so hot in here, we keep a bunch of popsicles. we go through popsicles like water. And the reason we're here is because we feel that our tax dollars will be in an area that doesn't have a lot of industry, and we can have an impact and we can help. If we were in Harris County, we would be a drop in the bucket. So the way I look at it, the more taxes we pay, the more we're helping and the more beer we're making. So we're trying to get our production up so we can maybe get a new road out here. That'd be nice. I wish I had spent grains or weights that I'm feeding normal. This keeps going to the roof. If we were to filter it to like 4.4 microns, it would strip a lot of the rich flavor, and we don't want to do that. That's not what we're after. I want a beer I like. And I just love the science of it. There's an unbelievable amount of science in brewing beer, and I just always loved science. I don't even know how they ever invented beer. They didn't do it by accident. It's a craft. You take the recipe and you develop, design it. You've done your research and study, and when you brew enough, you kind of have an idea what the beer is going to taste like. We're thinking about using the water profile from Scotland for our Scotch ale. And when we do our ESB, which is a London, we'll probably do London water. And if we ever did a Chimay style Belgian beer, we'd do Belgian water. And it's by me having to dump my beer and learn all of the water chemistry when it comes to brewing, it really opened up a whole new world to me. And now we're excited about our water. We have total control of it, and we're drinking water from around the world. And we're brewing beer with water from around the world right here in Southeast Texas. The Brewery craft beer is to put your heart and your soul into that beer and understand everything about that beer and your brewery, and then bring it from the process of brewing, fermenting, letting it clarify, carbonating, get it in the bottle, and then you finally get to taste it and you go, this is a good beer.